Well, Alex, a real tough game again today, and another of these battling ones. You seem to be thriving in that.
Yeah, I think it probably looked how it felt, to be honest. They went really direct, they were really physical, and they made it really difficult for us. You can see why they're as high up in the league as they are. But I think everyone, not just me, I think Sean, Frankie, Nick, Josh when he had to fill in, I think everyone was excellent in dealing with that, and even the whole team as well, just sticking together and grinding out a tough point.
You say grinding out a tough point. It is very obvious at the back that you've got a unit that really works together, and yourself. I mean, I keep going back to this with you. When you first came up here and you had to get yourself into the style of the play, but you now fight it out. You don't give any inch.
Yeah, I think that comes with, obviously, I've been lucky enough to get a run in the team with a few games, and hopefully that can continue. But I think, yeah, every team causes a different problem. And I think in terms of the whole team, I think no matter who's in there, if it's me and Frankie, me and Sean and Frankie, I think everyone has dealt really well with the problems that teams have caused us. So yeah, it's been really good so far.
And we're talking about goal scoring.
Yeah, I couldn't quite believe that I got that one as well, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's 2 and 4 if I've got it right. So yeah, that was nice.
You started setting targets for goals this season now.
Might have to start looking into it, to be honest, because I nearly got a second one. So yeah, I think that's something that I definitely want to bring into my game, because if you can be a defender and score goals, obviously it's helping at both ends of the pitch. So yeah, definitely, I think I'll probably have a look now and see where I can try and chip in with a few more, hopefully.
You were talking about the one that was ruled out. Was that for handball? What had happened?
Yeah, it just hit me on the arm. Yeah. Great save from the goalie from Dippo's header, and then yeah, it's just hit me on the arm as I've turned. So yeah, unfortunately.
And United's man of the match today as well. Again, you're getting the accolades. Yeah,
that's obviously really nice for me. I think the main thing is the team, to be honest. So yeah, it's obviously really nice I get that recollection it's probably for scoring the goal, to be honest. Because I think anyone in the team could have had it today, really. I think everyone put in even Murdy and Ben as well in midfield, they were excellent. So yeah, obviously for me it's a really nice accolade to get, but hopefully we can push on into next week.
Just a bit of a difficult moment has just happened. We've watched it from here. I saw you, because you were coming up for the interview, handing over the champagne bottle to, I think it was Paddy Redding.
Yeah.
Do you ever think you're going to see that bottle again?
Yeah, no, I reckon that's gone.
Lee, still at the top of the league. You told us this was going to be a tough game. This was entertainment from start to finish.
I don't think it was different from what anybody would have expected today coming here. You know what? I don't think Dougie gets the credit he deserves in relation to the job he's done at Morton. He's put together a team that is well capable of challenging at the top of the league, and we knew that was going to be a tough game today, and it proved that. We probably worked their goalie slightly more than our goalie, but I don't think either team deserved to lose the game today. So in the end, it's a really good point. Again, we've seen the results elsewhere. The league's basically stood still, so we move on to next week.
And you were looking at that at one point, shortly before the end of the game in this league, it looked like Partick were going to jump into second. Yeah, and minutes later you look back and Dundee have got it. That's how tight this league is, and they're down to 7th. Exactly,
it just sums the game up. But again, listen, that's false, isn't it? All it takes is one win, you can jump up to 3rd or whatever. So that's the way the league's going to be all season. It's a great league to be involved in. Something changes every week. You always get asked questions of yourself, but listen, we'll ask questions of the opposition as well. So it was a tough task. The players stuck to the plan. They got through it. We could have lost it at the end when Muirhead was lining up that free kick, the last kick of the game, but we could have won it as well. I think their goalies pulled off a wonderful save, or was it blocked for Dippo's header, and then their goalies dived the wrong way from his own player with Josh's ball across the 6-yard box and saved it with his foot. So, as I say, neither team deserved to lose the game, don't get me wrong. It was a good advert for Championship football.
A few worries though coming off the park today. 3 players possibly injured coming off.
Yeah, cramp for Frankie, not used to playing left back where there's a little bit more leg work up and down the line. Cramp for Nick, not played for 4 or 5 games and he's had 2 games in a row now. Listen, it is what it is. We deal with it. They'll be alright for next week. I believe they'll be alright for next week. So we go up to Hamilton with hopefully, we'll see how Hoosty is, we'll see how Paul Smith is, and we'll see how Logan is. I'm confident Hoostie's the one that's a little niggle potentially for next week, but I'm confident Paul and Logan will be back involved in the squad and available for selection for next week as well.
Interesting game today, and I think the fans gave you a bit of vocal support, real vocal support today.
Brilliant. It was a really good crowd, to be honest with you, and fair play to Morton. It's not far for them to come down, but they came in their numbers as well. I thought it was a really good, typical championship game. Was it a pretty game? Absolutely not, of course it's not, but given the fact it was first against second, it was never going to be that. There's a lot of pressure on both sort of teams there, and neither team wants to lose the game, but they both gave it a bash to win it. I think it was a fair result in the end.